calling to order the annual report committee of the Arts and Culture Advisory Commission. And very first voting agenda item is approval of the April 1, 2026 minutes. If we don't have any opposition or discussion, I will entertain a motion on behalf of Ms. Bodell, Commissioner Bodell.
Okay,
And
I move that we accept the minutes as stated.
Second.
all right, so it's already been moved and seconded. I agree. So there we have it. It's unanimous. Clyde Valentine should be joining us soon. Our briefings, I'll turn it over to Glenn for the first briefing. Commissioner Resource SharePoint.
All right, let's see. Any like specific points on this one? Great, yeah. You can just go forward a couple of slides. There we go. All right, so we have looked at our forms, and Commissioner Blaze, I saw your feedback on that. Thank you. We're still collecting any other sort of, one-on-one feedback that we're getting from commissioners as a whole, but these forms sort of sparked a larger idea from Drea, which is really wonderful, of creating sort of a one-stop shop for commission resources. And to do that, we thought a SharePoint site that was accessible only to commissioners would be a really handy resource. Now, I want to talk about what all could go into this, and then talk about what it's going to take to get there, because there's going to be a little bit of a growing pain, if you will, a little hurdle, and that's. I'm going to look at Commissioner Blaze's square right here. But what it is everyone's going to need to make sure that they sign up with their SMEO email. Oh my God. With their dallas.gov email, because then you get full access. You're also able to upload photos. You're able to access all of the documents and all of this kind of stuff. So, but I want to show you a little bit of a mock-up that Drea has put together. But in this SharePoint, we would have our goals, those forms for those goals, same thing. We would also be able to have meeting materials. So your posted agendas, meeting minutes, presentation decks, supplemental materials that will always live there. So you can always revisit. And it's going to keep us from the back and forth of emails. Quick access to in-progress meetings. So you'll see in a minute that there's join the meeting. You're able to upload photos from events and things that you've been to, whether it's ours or something else. And to see our commission calendar as a whole, right? And so for right now, we're talking about all of our meeting dates, but as those extra things come in, we might be able to add some other sort of dates into that calendar. So it's the shared resource, again, that only commissioners would have access to. But it could be this one-stop shop and help create a more, what's the word that I want? Even workflows? I don't know, logistics can be better. So Drea is gonna share what this SharePoint site looks like. And really all we're talking about, it's fine if the answer is no thanks. It's totally fine. We can continue operating as per usual. We do just fine doing that. We just wanna see if this is some way that we could sort of move forward into a way of shared resource for everyone. So this is what this mock-up looks like. If you were to go in, you would see this, the Arts and Culture Advisory Commission's SharePoint page. Right there, you'll see join the current meeting. And of course, some of this, join the current meeting. Then there's going to be a sort of this calendar slideshow of upcoming meetings. And again, that could be committee or commission meetings. It could just be upcoming events in general.
I have a question.
Yes.
And this goes to both you and Ms. Burnett. So you're saying that with this portal, that this would be an easier login to attend meetings?
Yes. If you want to look at it, we can click on it.
Okay, so you could join WebEx through this. Oh, that's awesome.
This is the meeting we're in now.
Yes. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Way to go. That was perfect. Oh, God, I love it when things like that work out. So that's wonderful. So you'll see here also things you can share, right? Sort of those buttons on the bottom right. So that's all of those same forms that we looked at the last commission meeting, right? With one addition, which is I think it's add photos, isn't it? Submit event photos and things like that. Isn't that cute? So instead of the links below the commission email, which could stay there by all means, this also gives you access to all of those forms. They all feed to the same source, so there's nothing we have to change. You're just gonna click here for that button instead. Then on information, oh, Commissioner Sawchell.
So, would this be something that could be accessible from a mobile device, or would we need to be on our computer to do it?
What a great question. Can you click on preview
Yes.
and go to mobile? Oh, look at that. Scroll down. It's just, I love this. Scroll down.
Oh, yes.
Join current meeting,
Oh,
upcoming
that's great.
meeting, and
That's-
then
That's the mobile view.
buttons. Yeah, there's the mobile view.
Already,
Sorry.
man, y'all are fantastic. This is
So I
great.
just love when things look nice.
Yes,
And I'm just really proud of Drea for pulling all this together. She did
Uh-huh.
such a job.
Thank you.
gosh.
It's fun.
Okay, so yes, Commissioner Blaze.
Yeah, I think this is a terrific idea, frankly. I was wondering if you can upload photos. Can you upload PDFs as well?
Yes, so the feedback that you gave us, I'm looking at you over there, but I don't know where I should be looking. The feedback that you gave us, currently in those forms, because they're Microsoft forms, you're not able to upload.
That's right.
Because we're protected from uploads because of our sort of security levels, which is why we will need to work on getting everyone access to their Dallas.gov emails and their dual factor authentication, right, through Okta.
Right.
That's the big hurdle, right?
So I would say that this is a really terrific idea, and it would be worth it for me to spend a couple of hours with IT to get mine to work again if I wasn't going to be gone in a week.
I
So,
know.
this is coming in right when I'm leaving. So, but I would say that I think this is a terrific idea.
Wonderful. Great, thank you. I just don't want to talk all of this up without making sure we're all aware that there's gonna be a little bit of work to get through first. What's the word that I want? I can't think of it. But Drea, can you scroll down again? And I just want to show y'all a couple more of the features. Scroll up a little bit. And let's look at that commission calendar. So this is your information, right? So here's the calendar, and you'll be able to see all of our meetings and look at all through there,
Oh, that's great.
which is really nice. There's nothing a whole lot that we can do about this. We've tried, Drea's tried to make this look nicer. This is simply just the format that this comes in.
It's fantastic. It's a calendar.
Yeah.
And That's,
I just wish it looked prettier. But let's go back.
that's funny.
Yes, Commissioner Blaze. You're on mute.
You're muted.
You're
Linda,
muted.
Linda, you're muted.
You're muted, Commissioner Blaze.
Sorry. With the calendar where it shows all the meetings, can you click on one of those meetings on the calendar and will it take you there if it's the day? Or do you still have to go through the other things, which is not a bad idea anyway, so I'm just asking.
Yes, actually, you can click on either this upcoming meeting section, or you can go up here to the calendar or here to the calendar, whichever you prefer. And you can click on it and it'll take you right to where you should be with the webinar.
That is so good. This whole thing is really, I think this is amazing. I'm upset that it's coming in as I'm going away.
Linda, look at it as, you're part of the legacy and that you helped create this. Your suggestions created, so you're a very important part of this process.
So let's look
No,
at,
not hardly. I
let's
think
go-
this is terrific.
let's look at commissioner information. And so we'll also have, again, because this is only accessible to your fellow commissioners, we'll have all of our commissioners listed out as well. And perhaps contact information and things like that. So you can always get a hold of each other as needed. So this is just a space for that, a contact list. And then let's look at the documents as the last sort of key function of this, our meeting docs. Wow.
Actual decks will be on here too.
Yeah, So now there's no more emailing back and forth all the materials. These will be synced up to folders that we have. And so we'll have like a, final documents. And so they'll all be here for you to access.
Man, this is, I'm trying to restrain myself. This is like really
Mhm.
nice.
So if we have to.
I love it.
Yeah, so if we have to update, a slide deck or something like that, we certainly can do that and we'll replace those files in there so they're always up to date. Yeah, that's it. And we have it for each committee.
That's awesome. So let me ask, do we just need to make a recommendation to accept, or this is a development? How do you?
This is a development, so I wanted to show you what this looks like. And of course, we'll always sort of pick at it and find ways to fine tune, but really this is something that could be ready to go very soon and very quickly. I just wanted to make sure that you and one of the reasons we're bringing it to you is because all of the forms for, sharing, reporting are part of this as well. And so I just wanted to run this by y'all to make sure that this was worth sort of the push to get everyone on their Dallas.gov email and the dual factor authentication, because sometimes that can just be kind of a chore. But, is this worth it to sort of change how we currently share information, currently engage with, between staff and commission?
Yes, so we'll just, we could either just state it as an update.
Yep.
Say that we've already approved it and it's even better than we thought. Okay, excellent.
Mhm. I just wanted to say that, the idea of the city email is a good one. I'd used it for however long since we started this, but it keeps not working. It keeps, if they can just fix that so that you don't have, they tell you to set up a new password, and then when you try to use it, it doesn't let you work it. So if they can fix that problem, I think this is really terrific. Honestly, I tried it for a long time and it worked for a while. Twice it kicked me out.
Yes, I agree with you, Glenn. I have a related question. Need a reminder email or something about how to actually activate our Dallas.gov emails? I get to do that.
So we have been strategizing on how to provide the best resource for all of our commissioners to get that done. And so we'll send out, yes, the how-to document, that's great, but we're also working to get, whether if it's at our committee meetings, which is probably the easiest, but at committee and commission meetings to start a little bit, not start the meeting early, but if you could show up a little bit earlier, we'll have an IT rep here to help get you set up. So we want to make sure that we're providing the written resources, but also the personnel resources to help everyone, get through that part.
Yeah,
So that's already something we've been strategizing on to get that resource for you.
okay. All right, so can we move the agenda?
Yeah, that's what I needed. If we're green, go, let's go. Oh yeah, there's that whole thing. We already talked about all this. But yeah, the other big thing is the fact that you'll be able to also upload things, which is really, really nice.
Look, can I say, Commissioner Valentine, you're looking sharp there, man. Yes, you look very relaxed.
Thanks, because the Knicks.
Thank you, Jerry. I hope I can make it to the rest of this function.
Okay, we'll try to move quickly.
All right, what's next?
Annual report requirements, hand it over to Glenn.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it the same, right?
Yeah, so, okay, because we get to start a little bit earlier, I'd like to start a little bit earlier this year. There's no reason not to kind of start with our orienting information to talk about the FY 25-26 annual report. It'll be here before we know it to get things going, and if we can get ourselves maybe a month ahead, I think we should, right? Let's do it. So we thought this meeting, we'd refresh ourselves for the annual report requirements as we move forward, and we're going to talk about, in a little bit, we'll go through what our planning process is going to look like for the year and sort of lay out that calendar, and also ask for any feedback on calendar dates as well. So just as a reminder, the components of the annual report, everything needs to be submitted by February 1 of 2027. We need to submit it to the city manager. The chair needs to have a cover letter submitted and signed. It has to have a table of contents. The mission and guiding principles have to be there. A summary and highlight of the year and objectives and accomplishments. I feel like this is, this is all such familiar information at this point, but just as a refresher. List of objectives and programs for the coming year, board recommendations, other information, twice. And then we distribute copies to the city manager's office, city council. And then, yeah, it needs to be in an 8.5 by 11 format for printing. Of course, we do a booklet, but we submit it as an 8.5 by 11 document. We have a cover page and logo. We have minority reports if there are any to be included. We also have an appendix, which is a choice that we make, you all make as a body. And then once it's submitted, it's reviewed and then filed with the city. Those are the requirements. This is something that I feel like we do not need to worry about because at this point, we've really gotten into the swing of things that we meet these just by our natural process. But I just wanted to bring this back up as a part of, as orienting ourselves for next year.
Excellent.
Great.
So that kind of covers B and C, right?
So C is coming up. I want to talk about our calendar, if I may. All right. And sort of how we're going to run through this year. It's very similar as it was last year. I'm trying to bump a couple of things up a little bit, not the least of which is to discuss the commission goals and objectives that will be in the FY 25-26 annual report, but that will be the goals and objectives for FY 26-27. I'm saying that because so often we find ourselves come January and February, the commission recommends the annual report, and a part of that are the goals for that current fiscal year, and we're already almost halfway through, right? Or we're a quarter way through. What I would like to recommend to this body is that we bring forward next fiscal year's goals and objectives to get finalized, quote unquote, finalized by October 1. So commission knows what their goals and objectives are for the entirety of the fiscal year. And we already know what they're going to be for that annual report. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So as a part of our conversation today, we're gonna walk through this planning process and calendar. So today, June 10th, we've talked about our requirements and timeline, our yearly planning and review, meeting dates and milestones. And then I'd like to discuss those FY 26-27 goals that will be included in the FY 25-26 annual report.
Okay.
Yeah. Then August is when we will really get going. We'll brief and review the annual report. The requirements, no, we won't. We'll look at commission goals and objectives as a progress report. And then we're going to start looking at our outline of evergreen annual report content. So before, I think last year we were looking at just a very bare bones outline. We already have a lot of this evergreen content that we created in the past annual report that I think we can look at again and then see where those blanks are that we're going to fill up and kind of just get things rolling a little bit quicker. For the August commission meeting, I'd like to bring those goals and objectives for FY 26-27 to them for a voting item, right? So in August, we'll look at those goals and objectives for this body to recommend. In September and August later that month, I'd like to take that to commission. If they decide to defer to September, that's fine. We can do that. But if those goals and objectives don't change a whole lot from this year to next, I think that we might as well just check that box, right? And then from there, it's really us just going through the same motions, looking at content, taking content to commission, looking at design draft, taking design draft to commission, getting feedback. And then next slide, please. And then we get through, and then we sort of do that back and forth for a little bit through the fall as we continue to collect the rest of our data. We continue to put together the appendix. Now I feel like this is this is such a
We're
routine.
gonna- Yes, we're getting it done.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we have this outline for what we're gonna do for this year. It mimics very much what we did last year, but anything we can do sooner, we will.
So I would just add, especially for Commissioner and Linda too. Linda, you're here till you're gone, right? So everybody, if we could just review the goals before August.
Oh, well, I have them here.
But I'm not suggesting that we do it at the moment.
Oh,
But I'm
no,
just saying, between now and then, if you want to make
Yes.
further comment, then we can do so.
yeah. So I've included them here just for your own reference. By all means, we can look at those metrics again if you want to change those based off of some feedback that you received. If we want to change the titles of these goals, I think these were really great goals from last year to move forward, but this is at y'all's pleasure. So,
And that's really the crux of the meeting and what we do.
yeah.
This is the crux of the meeting, so we'll look at those. And I'll just state this, as we look at, and I'll talk to Liz as well and Martine.
Mhm.
But in the past, remember, we had a subcommittee, an ad hoc committee on AI and funding and how AI would, to what degree should our funding consider how much of it is made by humans and sort of thing? And just to have, some input on it. And so we may have that discussion prior to September.
Great, thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, so sorry. Back to our goals and objectives. This is so often such a huge part of our conversation, meeting after meeting, that I think we've sort of landed on something that is, minor changes, great, but I mean, it seems that this is a very palatable 5 goals.
Yeah.
And so again, if this is something that we're able to knock out, it's just that one extra thing that we can move this forward faster, which is
Yes.
great. I'm hoping to bring you data sooner this year. I'm hoping to bring you photos sooner this year, because we've been approaching this current fiscal year, or I've been approaching this current fiscal year with all of this in mind, knowing how we've developed our annual report over the past couple of years. So it's nothing's new or surprising this year.
So
It doesn't seem. All right.
well, that handled agenda item D. So chair update, actually, I'm proxy chair for Sylvia. And I'm going to combine agenda items E and F, staff update. Is it okay if I tell them about Adriana?
Go for it.
Is that okay?
You go for it,
Yeah,
Because I was thinking that I was gonna do it too.
Oh, okay.
No, you can do it.
No, we can do it at the same time.
Okay.
We
Adriana
have a
had a baby.
Adriana had a baby.
Yay. Everybody happy and healthy?
Everybody is happy and healthy and thriving. It's such
Great.
a blessing and so wonderful for her. I am so excited.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yay.
Prayers have been answered.
Mhm.
And so with that being the case, unless there's comment from Linda or Ann or Clyde, and we will adjourn after any comment. No hands raised, so all business having been duly conducted by the Annual Report Committee of the Arts and Culture Advisory Commission, this meeting is now adjourned.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye,
Good
guys.
evening, everyone. Thank you.
Great. Good job. Boom.